while Halloween Horror Month is upon us, and I'm taking this month, all month long, to review horror movies, I'd like to talk about a couple movies that are family friendly, that are great to watch around Halloween. At least these are my personal favorite ones. So if there's one on here that I don't talk about that you really like, list them down in the comments below so that other people can see them. But in this video, I'm going to be talking about a couple of my favorite family-friendly movies to watch around Halloween time. And the first one that we're going to talk about is Beetlejuice, directed by Tim Burton, starring Michael Keaton and Winona Ryder. And Beetlejuice is just, it's a fun movie, and it's a great one to watch around Halloween with all the ghosts and the dead people and, everything like that. It's Tim Burton, so it's got that Tim Burton feel to it, which is, say what you want about Tim Burton, this has got a great feel for Halloween. It does, and it's one of my favorite ones to watch every year around Halloween time. I think Beetlejuice, if you have not watched it, it's a must-see. And I know they're finally working on a sequel, which I'm hoping it's good. I don't think it'll be as good as this one, but hey, whatever. But Beetlejuice, it's a fun time, great to watch around Halloween. The music in this really pops. Michael Keaton shines as Beetlejuice. Winona Ryder's pretty good in it, even though she was younger. Then you got Alec Baldwin in there, and Gina Davis in there, Jeffrey Jones, Catherine O'Hara. It's got a good cast, and it's very fun. It's very funny. Some of it is not suitable for children, but the movie's rated PG, so parental guidance is advised. Viewer discretion is advised. Beetlejuice, it's an absolute fun one to watch. Another one of my favorite ones to watch. This has got to be in one of my top 3 favorite family-friendly Halloween movies. That's Casper. Casper is a movie that I absolutely grew up on. I loved it. I watched it on repeat on VHS all the time. I know it's out on Blu-ray. I still haven't picked it up on Blu-ray yet. I know Best Buy has it real cheap. Maybe I'll pick it up real soon. Who knows? But Casper, it's incredible. It's about ghosts. It's got Christina Ricci in here, and what's his name? Bill Pullman. I always get him and, yeah. I always get Bill Pullman and Bill Paxton, like, their names mixed up. I remember their faces, it's just the names I get mixed up, so I had to double check. Oh, right there, Bill Pullman. Yeah. But he's in this movie, and you got Eric Idle in here. Devon Sawa makes a little brief appearance in this movie. Kathy Mordiari is in this movie. It's fun. It's fun. You got the 3 evil uncles, I guess you could call them, but yet they're supposed to be evil, but they're so funny. And yeah, they do kind of pick on people a lot, but they're ghosts. They scare people. That's what they do. And then Casper, of course, is the friendly one who doesn't want anything to do with scaring. He just scares them on accident all the time. And Casper, it's a fun character to follow. The characters in this movie are really fun. The theme song, Casper, the friendly ghost, the friendliest ghost. I'm not gonna sing the whole song. I'm trying to keep this video family friendly, but so yeah, it's weird. It's weird trying to censor myself. It is, but yeah, Casper, it's an absolute must-watch for Halloween time. The sequels, you really don't need to worry about, like the Casper Meets Wendy and the Spirited Beginning. And I know there's some people out there who like them, but they're not for me. I guess Casper Meets Wendy is okay. If you're gonna watch Casper and then you want to watch one of the sequels, I'd go with Casper Meets Wendy, but you've been warned, that one's not very good. But Casper, yeah, it's a 90s classic. This movie just screams the 90s, so absolute must-watch for Halloween time. And then, of course, I can't talk about Halloween, especially with the reboot/sequel that they're coming out with. I have to talk about Ghostbusters. Yeah, Ghostbusters, sure, it doesn't have like a really Halloween feel to it, but it's about ghosts. I mean, ghosts is very big around Halloween time. And of course, this all-star cast of the late, great Harold Ramis, Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray, Ernie Hudson, Sigourney Weaver, Rick Moranis, who I really wish would come back. I know he said he doesn't want to do a cameo for the new one. I was really hoping they would get him back. They got everybody else to do a cameo, aside from Harold Ramis, of course. But yeah, it's an incredible film. And the sequel is not a bad sequel. It's one of the sequels that was actually really fun and really entertaining. Is the sequel as good as the first one? No, but it's still fun. So Halloween time, and you want to watch Ghostbusters, I would recommend watching Ghostbusters 1 and 2, both of them. because they're both really, really fun movies. So check out Ghostbusters. And finally, well, not finally, this isn't the last one. This is the last one that I actually own a case for. But yeah, the next one we're going to be talking about is a Disney Channel original movie. 2 of them, in fact. Halloween Town and Halloween Town 2. Now, I know they made 4 of these Halloween Town movies on the Disney Channel. Me, personally, I only really like the first 2, so I'm glad they put 1 and 2 out on this double pack. And they released the other 2 out on DVD also, but, you know, this is really the only 2 I care about. Halloween Town, it screams Halloween. It does. It's family friendly. It's on Disney Channel, or it was on Disney Channel back when I was growing up. I think they still play it every year for Halloween, which is good to see it. You know, the younger viewers have a chance to watch it. And, you know, especially now it's out on DVD. Halloween Town, like, it's a town of Halloween, basically. Like, you got pumpkins, and you got skeletons, and, you know, you got all these Halloween creatures as civilians in this town. And it's really an incredible concept. And even the sequel, Halloween Town 2, Calabar's Revenge, who some might argue is even better than the first one. Yeah, that one's a lot of fun too. But there, be warned, children, there are some dark themes in these movies, especially in the second one. It gets pretty dark, and like there was this one part in particular in the second one where when I was a kid growing up, it scared the hell out of me. I mean, I still watched it because it's great, but yeah, there's just one part, particularly in the second one, scared the hell out of me. But it's fun. It's family friendly. You know, parents out there, you don't have to worry about, you know, this not being appropriate for children because of all the stuff that I described with the dark themes and stuff like that. It's still appropriate for children. There's just a couple spots where it might kind of freak them out a little bit, but it's definitely family friendly. It was on the old school Disney Channel back when it wasn't about, you know, what the fucking shows they got on, the stupid shows that they have on there now. Jessie and Girl Meets World and whatever. You know, all those shows are, you know, if your kids like them, I'm sorry. But I feel bad for you. But, hey, I have a 5-year-old, so, you know, she's going to be getting into that stuff pretty soon. But Halloween Town, must watch for Halloween. And Halloween Town 2. Now, there are 2 other sequels. They did 4 of them total. And if you do want to check out the third one, I would say the third one's not, it's not bad, but it's definitely not on par with the first 2. And the fourth one's just not that good. So I wouldn't recommend 4 for sure. 3, I mean, if you really want to check out 3, go ahead. But just not for me. And there's a couple other movies. Let's talk about some more Disney Channel original movies that are great for Halloween Halloween time. We have Tower of Terror. It's about you know, it's based on the Disney ride, the Terror Tower or whatever. And this is, a lot of people get this confused with the Goosebumps episode, A Night in Terror Tower. It's not that. This one is about an elevator, and there are ghosts that are stuck in this abandoned hotel. And, you know, you kind of have, they're kind of ghost hunters, kind of, like, you'd have to watch the movie to understand, but, you know, these people come in, they try to help these ghosts, and, you know, try to get the hotel to where it's not haunted anymore. And it's really, really a fun time. That one doesn't really get that creepy until towards the end, but it's still a fun film to watch, especially around Halloween time. The next one, Don't Look Under the Bed, and this is another Disney Channel original movie that came out in the 90s and stuff. I'm going to be talking about a lot of the 90s stuff because that's what I grew up on. When I was a kid, these were the movies that I watched. So, and you know, they're still great movies to this day. You know, they still kind of hold up, most of them do anyway. Tower of Terror is, you know, it's fun. It gets a little creepy. I'm not even talking about Tower of Terror anymore. Duh. I'm talking about Don't Look Under the Bed. Don't Look Under the Bed is about, you know, it has to deal with imaginary friends and the boogeyman. And what kind of happens when you stop believing in imaginary friends. And, you know, if you believe in the boogeyman, and, you know, it's kind of, it's stuff like that. It's kind of like the seeing is believing thing. But I gotta say, growing up as a kid, Don't Look Under the Bed, that movie was scary. It was, and it was a Disney Channel original movie. It's for kids, it's family friendly. I don't know how they got away with putting this movie out on Disney Channel because it's freaking scary. It is. It's creepy. So if you have younger children, I wouldn't recommend them watching it until they're a couple years older. But if you have, like, you know, preteen children or whatever, and anything like that, I think it's okay for them to watch it. It's family friendly. Again, Disney Channel, old school, old school Disney Channel. But it's very creepy, so be warned. Another one, Phantom of the Megaplex, is another old school Disney Channel original movie, and it's basically about this movie theater who's got this phantom kind of. They're supposed to be this night, this big premiere, and this phantom is going around the theater just messing everything up. And sure, it's not very Halloweeny, but with the whole Phantom theme, it's kind of like a Phantom of the it's Disney Channel's version of Phantom of the Opera. Really, it is kind of a little bit. I mean, the costume looks very similar. But yeah, that one's a really fun one. Very, very family friendly. That almost feels like a Goosebumps episode, because it is a lot more brighter. It's not as dark. It's got more humor in it than the last couple that I've talked about. So there's a lot more jokes in there, a lot more fun to be had. Very, very hard to find. I don't even think they play that movie anymore on Disney Channel. And if they do, I'm shocked. So yeah. Then we have these aren't movies, but they're great television shows to watch around Halloween time. And of course, as you can see from the theme here, we're talking about like 90s stuff mostly. But yeah, Goosebumps, it's a heck of a show to watch around Halloween time. Most of the, if not all the episodes, are great. They're family friendly. They are scary to kids a couple times. That's why R.L. Stein always comes on the screen and warns you, viewer beware, you're in for a scare. That theme music, the din 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 the Goosebumps theme. Even the theme's creepy. But the two episodes in particular that I would really recommend watching around Halloween, The Haunted Mask and The Haunted Mask 2. Those ones, they take place on Halloween. That's why I think those two episodes are perfect for Halloween time. But if you can't find those or anything, I believe Goosebumps is on Netflix, or at least it was. I'm not 100% sure if it's on there anymore. It should be. But if you can find Goosebumps, definitely watch those two episodes in particular for Halloween time. But any episode of Goosebumps will work. And there is an episode called A Night in Terror Tower, which is not the same thing as the Tower of Terror movie that I was just talking about a few minutes ago. So yeah, Goosebumps. A very, very similar show. It was on Nickelodeon called Are You Afraid of the Dark? That was more of an anthology, television show also. For kids, kind of like Goosebumps. But I think Are You Afraid of the Dark got a little bit... Those were more for like the young teenagers, is what Are You Afraid of the Dark was for. But... yeah, so that one got a little bit more darker, but it's still great to watch if you can find it. I don't even know where you would find Are You Afraid of the Dark anymore. Until Nickelodeon announced that they'll be bringing a new channel called The Splat, which would be strictly for all the 90s stuff, and Are You Afraid of the Dark is coming back on that. So as soon as that comes out, check that show out. But other than that, I don't know where you're going to be able to find Are You Afraid of the Dark, but I highly recommend watching Are You Afraid of the Dark. So guys... those are all my personal favorite family-friendly stuff to watch around Halloween time. I know there's a couple out there that I haven't mentioned. I know a lot of people praise Nightmare Before Christmas. A lot of people praise Hocus Pocus. But, these are my personal favorite ones to talk about. My favorite ones to watch around Halloween time. I know a lot of people are going to hate me in a minute here, but I'm not that big of a fan of Hocus Pocus. Or Nightmare Before Christmas, really. I hear that unsubscribe button right now. But yeah, anyways, what are some of your guys' favorite stuff, family-friendly stuff to watch around Halloween time? And of course, stick around all month long for the Halloween Horror Month. That's right, we're talking about strictly horror movies for the adults. I'm not censoring myself in those videos, so, if there any children are watching this, ask your parents' permission before, watching my videos. But yeah. That's all I can say about all these movies. What are some of your guys' favorites? Comment your thoughts down below, like the video, and subscribe. Just do it!